Alright, so, the quick and dirty on some of the Corpus spy vaults. I find these ones to be significantly easier than the Grineer ones, so I will probably end up farming this instead for a lot of my essential mods. They don't have different drops at this level because the level of the spy mission determines its drops. So these vaults will have the same stuff in them that the Grineer ones do. So all that matters is how easy it is for you to do them. Like if you're more comfortable with the Grineer hacks versus the Corpus hacks and that type of thing.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
That's not open. This one usually boils down to a little bit of a randomization of vents. Wow, on this, wow, there's usually always cameras. I mean, whatever, I'm down. Simple as that.
Data extracted. They won't even
Can't
know
go back
it's
out
gone.
through that way. Alright. There's one. We'll just do all three. Just so you have seen some of these before and kind of know what they're going for. Most of these involve vents and avoiding lasers. Pretty much the whole thing is going to be that. I need to do speed kill. So I'll do speed kill next time I see a group of enemies. Which is my challenge for this, which is just 3 within 10 seconds. Very easy challenge, normally. Every once in a while, though, this one will only spawn you one enemy at a time, which is always awful. Ooh, this one. This one's very easy.
If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Oh, they opened both of them on this easy. Oh my god. I burned my bullet jump by gliding. Alright. That's not open. Okay, oh well, we'll just do this the normal way then. Oh my god, these lasers are... I have not done the super easy vaults in a long time. I don't know if you can tell. Usually I'm doing sortie vaults, which are like much later. They add a lot to these. So anyway,
excellent work.
Wow, I almost can't believe how easy that is like this. I wonder if the bottom lasers are even on. Yeah, anyway. Wow. And these are extra trivial. I thought they were going to be easy because I was thinking of them at like max difficulty. This is like way easier. Do we have 3 enemies here? We do have 3 enemies here. Here we go, now we got speed kill for another 5,000 affinity. Leveled up my Excalibur, gives me a little bit more health. Always welcome. And let's see what vault this is and how absolutely trivial it is. Oh, it's this one. So for the lasers in the main room, never mind. This usually turns off lasers that are on the floor in the main room, but whatever. It's right here. Just bullet jump through here. Drop down on this side and hack it. And you're done. Yeah. I consider these vaults to be significantly easier, but I will concede that a lot of it boils down to which hack you prefer. I just prefer the Corpus hack myself. Although a little bit of that is because the Corpus ones are just like the Corpus hacks are easier versions of their late game ones that I'm used to actually. Whereas the Grineer ones are actually pretty much completely different, besides just being the same visually, because of the way that you have to time your hits. Alright.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Reflex guard, a lift K1, which is all good. We don't have our relic segment yet, so we can collect those, but can't look at those. Also, 3,000 credits is actually not terrible right now. Alright, so our next little milestone, which will probably be before we fight Jackal, will be me getting to Master Rank 2, which is going to be enormous, because there is a big, important thing to talk about then. But we will hold that off until there is that big, important thing to talk about. So, let's go on this. Oh, whoa, hold on. Cytherian right now is... That's a rescue for Ice Storm? I should go do that. Okay, so we need to... go public, make this faster. Okay, so I need to get to Cytherian because that's Ice Storm. Ice Storm is a good mod. So I'm gonna want to go get that. That's also a nightmare mission, because it's a nightmare mod that is on that mission. You can't do nightmare missions until you have completed the entirety of a planet. So let's book our asses to that and get this one excavator done as soon as possible and get to Cytherian because I want that mod because it is pretty good. Red enemies, I'm gonna need you to show up. There we go.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Let's go over there. He backed up. I didn't want this to fall off the edge. Excavation works like this, essentially. You need to kill these special guys who are carrying the cores, and then you put the cores into the excavator. Also, power is equivalent to time. So if you have a more power percentile than seconds remaining, or exactly the same as, then you have enough power in the thing to complete it, which is worth noting. I only need one more core to make this thing done. Sometimes it starves you. Occasionally it will starve you, like it is doing right here. Very much a Jackal.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Come on, just give me the one more. Please.
The excavator
there he
has
is.
Run out of power.
The excavator run out of power. I didn't have a guy to get the power from. Charge that shit up. While that is draining, I'll get rid of these dudes. And then once this is done, we will piece the fuck out of here. This is an endless game mode, just like defense or survival. Also, AD Endo. Outstanding.
Extraction is now available.
Alright, so anyway, someone joined me, but we're gonna piece out of here now. Alright, so now Cytherian. Here we go. I have the node open so I can do the alert there, and it's finding a squad for me. So the thing to note about nightmare missions is that whenever they are on alert, I believe they are forced to be the no shields condition, because all nightmare missions have conditions. And it's also 3 times damage from all enemies, which is just the basic nightmare condition. But yeah. Also, this mission is a slightly higher level because there are nullifiers here. So most of this is going to be me avoiding these guys. Or killing them with stealth attacks until the alarm eventually goes off, like it will right now.
Find the captive as soon as you can. We don't have much time.
I just need to rescue the captive without dying. And moving fast is going to be my absolute best way to do that. Oh, that's a nullifier. They turn off your abilities. You can't use abilities inside them. Which is not really relevant right now. And as Excalibur, it's not nearly as much of a big deal. Nope, gotta go. This is a bad scene. This is an Oxium drone. Oh, die.
If the wardens detect you,
So if you kill those guys before they rush you and explode, they will drop Oxium, which is a resource that is very good to have. God damn it, that thing exploded. That was another one of those ice crates. Yeah. And, you know, on second thought, soloing this might have been the real way to go, because I could have already been in here and kept moving.
The bypass is done.
Okay, so you open that up. These have Xmas Wardens, which are worth, like, a really good amount of experience, so I really want to kill them. But I'm not going to, because I want this mod more.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
Got to break the prisoner out. She is. Here you go. Take this gun. And now I need to get to the exit as fast as possible. Usually the hostage will not die. If you just go real quick, you can just abandon the shit out of them. Key to that is going real quick. You can revive them if they do go down, so it's not instant fail if they lose all their health. But usually it's pretty hard to make it back. Okay, take this. And this is the exit. And there's the hostage. So we're good. Also, because someone is dying, this is a good time to elaborate upon. You need half the people at the exit to start the countdown timer. So if you're dying and the mission is about to be completed, you can just die, and that's fine. They revived. You will still get the mission completion if you died and did not revive. It's totally fine to do that. But yeah. So right now, I just am hoping that no one shows up. Because obviously, I'm a bit undergeared for a nightmare mission, but it was fine. There we go. Timer started. So now I will have Ice Storm, which is hugely beneficial. And of course, whatever other reward you're here. This guy's got a nice start. This is a Frost Warframe with a Tigress and a Redeemer. And also a Magnus. Nice. Looks like he is progressing quite well. That's actually kind of where I'm going, honestly. I'm planning to build Frost myself. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's gonna... That guy's got a direction. It's a good one. If you want some goals for weaponry, that Tigress, that Redeemer. Magnus is a little iffy, but it's a good weapon. Just needs some work. And Frost is an outstanding Warframe, so that's a good set of gear right there that he's rolling with. If you were looking for anything to maybe shoot for. And we're out here.
Mission complete.
Okay, so now we have Ice Storm, which is cold damage and magazine capacity, which is quite nice. Also 5,000 or 6,000 credits. Ain't bad. Got some Oxium too, which we'll need quite a bit of. Alright, so let's move on through. That's the... Oh, here we go. Defeat Jackal, complete 10 waves defense at Tessera, which is that mission, so we can do that roughly soon. Rescue a hostage from Linnea, which Linnea is right there, so those are both right over there. And then defeat 10 Xmas on Venus in general. Now, I really wish that I had gone in... Oh, no thank you. Now I really wish that I had gone into that and killed those Xmas if I had looked at this sooner. I should have done that. That's okay, though. It won't be a big deal. We should see a couple of Xmas on Tessera. And because of those requirements, I guess we're just going to do Tessera now, because I also want the levels. So there we go. Alright. We got Techno with us. With... Oh, good. An Experienced Frost. Wonderful. That'll make this quite easy. What's he rolling with? I always like to check out people's gear. Looks like a... Maybe a... No, a regular Ceranos? Yeah, regular Ceranos. Everything... Wait, no. Regular Ceranos. Kunai? Yeah, that about right. His bubble will help us immensely, though. Alright. Endo drops. Also, I know I said experienced, but I actually just meant fashionable, I think. Pretty sure. PC. 9. Fashionable. Also, this is a smoke 'em if you got 'em kind of situation with energy on Xcal. If you have the energy for Exalted Blade, like, try and save maybe a little bit for, like, whenever you actually need it. But if you're, like, near max, pop that Exalted Blade. Use that shit. Also, this is a good example of a really friendly player. And he's an MR9, so I was actually wondering why he was here. He's looking for new players to help. That's literally what he's doing. So, this guy's a good example of someone who is just here to help. Which is very nice of him.
Extraction is ready.
Nice.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Also, oh hey, Reaping Spiral, nice. Good stance mod. Well, actually, that's not technically true, but it's good to get a stance on. I just need Stalker to show up. Oxium, very important. Only drops from those enemies. And Smite Grenadier. Regular Smite Grenadier, not useful. Death. That's at 100 kills in one mission. Okay. Maybe there's something else I was saying before. Oh yes. These little like dashes I'm doing. Some of you might know that like wave dashes in Warframe. They're called butt scoots, and they're not really the same thing as a wave dash, but they kind of look similar. So these little dashes I'm doing forward, that is from me hitting the hold to crouch key very quickly. So you get little boosts by doing that. So if you have that on an easily accessible button, which I very much suggest you do so, you can just scoot around and get little speed boosts in different directions. There's actually a Warframe whose entire method of transit is based entirely around that. Because usually, unless you're fighting, just bullet jumping will end up being faster for you. But butt scoots are invaluable as a movement asset. Especially whenever you're Jackal and you need to get from enemy to enemy early on, because your waves don't instant kill everything yet. Not everything anyway. Plenty of energy here. And 10 endo. Also, it's worth noting that there are a lot of items or drops that I will say, 10 endo or whatever endo they're worth. However, there are a rather wide variety of drops where I will go and say they're platinum value, roughly. Because there are items that drop that you can very, very easily trade for platinum. Sometimes in quite significant amounts, too. For example, on my main account recently, I sold 2 rare mods for 100 each. They were just extra ones I didn't need. Although that mod is a bit of an outlier. Because it is relatively... it's not really fair to say that's exceedingly rare. It's pretty hard to get. Well, it's become slightly easier recently, but no one does the farm for it. But it's worth quite a bit. Finding things like that will help you a lot also, I guess. Knowing where and when to get things, I guess. Oh good, I leveled. Hell yeah. That oxygen. Also, every time you level your frame, all your stats max out, so it'll heal you and do all that good shit and put your energy back up at max, which is what just happened there. Another 15 endo. There we go.
Available. Do you choose to leave now?
Alright, so this one is now done.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all
Alright, we got
back.
Chilling Grasp, put the shotgun mod. That's, I actually really need that. And then Pistol Gambit, which is huge. Actually, no, regular Pistol Gambit really isn't. Reach is actually really good. Not really for my purposes, but that's actually really odd. Prime Reach is a fucking super amazing required mod, for example. We got 16 stuff, which is nice. Inching ever closer. How many levels do I need? 10, roughly. Okay. So it's also worth noting that completing junctions and such will also give you mastery, so that's a very good thing to do. Rescue hostage on Linea, which we can do that right now. Well, that's a fissure right now. Oh, let's do that then. Oh wait, can I not? I probably can't. Am I allowed to do that? It will let me do this already? Do you not get the relic segment from... Okay, well, we can see our void relics, so I guess we can just pop these right now. So this is how you get primed items. So in this one, you can see there's a Lex Prime, Fang, a Paris Prime part, and then these parts will all go in, and then you can get the blueprint from these as well, and then build it into a weapon. And these weapons are generally pretty good. For example, the Lex, which is the best secondary in the game in my opinion, is just a common from this relic, so definitely run that. Just to try and get it. Yeah, yeah. Are sure you want to equip this? Yes. Okay, apparently you can... I thought you had to complete the Mars thing to do this, or the Mars Junction to do this, but apparently not? Whatever? Gonna be another one of those cases where I should just fucking solo everything. Goodbye, public game. Alright, let's try that again. Yes. Alright, solo this time. So that nothing can go wrong. That's so frustrating.
Our intel suggests that our person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? We're near a fissure. Keep going. Nobody knows you're there. Use that reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that door.
I got it, Lotus. Thanks.
You've been seen. Find the captive as soon as you can. We don't have much time.
Yeah, we're gonna use these all blade on that. Reximus, rather. Do I need to kill? No reactor on those guys? Get these circuits over here. Live reactor right now, I can on a bit. That is a perfect nature. Enemies, please drop energy. Alright. I'm just gonna get out of the heavy gunner and heavy unit zone. There we go.
The relic has been cracked open.
Oh good, I got corrupted.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Okay, so that won't last for very long, so not really worth talking about. Basically, I got a buff to a bunch of my stats from that. But not really much. Good, 50 energy. Some alloy plates.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the Wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Bypass complete.
Stays unlocked. Stays unlocked. Fucking die. Go. Just didn't want him to set off an alarm.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
That is not a prisoner. That's an infested.
I will not forget this, Emma.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Alright. So, time to peace out of here.
Don't suppose you have an extra gun?
I hate lips on things. Alright, there we go. Fissures are a bit more hectic than normal missions.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
It's right next to me, isn't it?
Override successful.
It is.
Let's get going.
End of the mission's right here. And we're out. There we go.
Escort mission complete.
Alright, Fang Prime Blueprint. Fuck my life. Yeah. Oh well, we got the traces. If you go fast, you can just make it to the end of the mission before they die. Well, that Fang Prime Blueprint is trash, so that's unfortunate. That's actually the single worst thing I could have gotten from that. Oh well, that should have counted for this, which it did. Awesome. So I don't need to continue up that line any further. I can go to Aphrodite, which is not a mission of any import, so going in a squad should be totally fine. Okay, so now it is time to kill Jackal. So Jackal is the boss of Venus, and he drops rhino parts. So for the purposes of this, because it's a boss, I'm gonna solo him. This should be very easy with Exalted Blade. But who knows? Maybe they changed something about him that I don't realize. Will I just instantly murder him, like, instantaneously on my regular account whenever I come to fight him? So yeah.
The assassination target is nearby. Seek and destroy.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy. Well, it'll take longer than it would obviously normally. But other than that,
Corpus recently
it'll be fine.
introduced their most lethal security proxy yet. Determine its location aboard this vessel.
I want to say that if
Nicknamed
I
the Jackal,
had...
this is the same deadly quad robot which has become extremely problematic for ourselves in the field.
I want to say that if I had Xscale at level 30 right now, I could actually power through his phases and just kill him outright. Yeah, because then I'd have Streamline on, and then I could just, yeah, I could probably power through and just kill him outright without doing any of his phase stuff. As it stands now, I'll probably actually have to use, or like do his mechanics of his boss fight. We'll find out.
The assassination
Try and power through it right now.
target is here. Wipe them out.
Oh. I can totally just power through this right now. The thing you gotta do with him is you gotta break his leg and then damage his body. But I don't have to do any of that shit. Jackal Sigil, even. Alright. This way.
They won't be bothering us
Jackal Sigil,
anymore.
Jackal
Let's
is
get out of
dead.
here.
Wow. Wow. I actually thought I was gonna need to be level 30 Jackal to just power through his phases like that. That's actually hysterical to me. Like, that is ridiculous.
Got robots in there.
Like, that's actually awesome. Like, I kind of appreciate, like, you know, sometimes I feel like I've got, like, the rose-tinted glasses of, like, man, like Excalibur. Because, like, Excalibur was my starter frame originally, way back.
Great work, Tenno.
But it's like, man, maybe I just really like Excalibur. But sometimes it's just like, no, you don't just really like Excalibur. Excalibur is just real fucking good. Also, we got the Rhino chassis. And the Jackal Sigil, which I'm gonna put on my Excal, I think, just for funds. But yeah, we got the Rhino chassis. Every Warframe is made up of 3 parts. Well, not every Warframe. Most Warframes are made up of 3 parts, which is their neuroptics, helmet, their chassis, and their systems. And then they are all put together into one with their blueprint. Is this what I think it is? Yes. Okay, so I've been marked by the Stalker. Stalker is an enemy that will attack you on any mission at any time after you've been marked. So once he attacks you, if you can kill him, he drops a variety of very good weapons. So that'll be nice if that happens for us. But let's look at Rhino. So Rhino is mastery rank locked to 2, so I do need to get to 2. But here you can see his blueprint is right here. The blueprint itself costs 35k, and then you have to build his other parts and put that all together with another 25k to, with an Orokin cell to build Rhino, who is our first major goal of this playthrough because he is incredible for any new players starting out. And honestly, he's incredible any way you slice it because he is one of the single toughest Warframes that exist right now and has one of the best CC moves in the entire game. So, yeah, we'll be going for him. As many of you already know, because Rhino's position has not changed in a long time as an outstanding starter. And then there's that Fang Prime thing we got. I already have the materials for the Rhino chassis, which is nice. I'm not going to build it yet, though. Those materials can be used elsewhere because I know that the headpiece is going to be the last thing that I'm going to be able to build because the material I need for the head not get until Jupiter. So we have a ways to go before we can build our Rhino. Besides that, though, how close are we to MR2? I'm 2 levels away. I'm going to go do some spies, and then we'll be right back. I need to do that master tester right now.
There's a time-limited mission alert.
There it is. Hell yeah, MR22, baby. Nope, that's not correct. I just said 22. That's the least correct thing. I had MR2 Ghost. Alright, so now we're ready to get to MR2, which is very important because I deeply need to see if a thing is the case that I think a thing is the case. That makes sense. Before that, though, gotta put some mods on here because this is going to be the secondary test. Just throw some mods on real quick. That should be fine. Blast damage will be totally fine. I still don't have a hammer shot, I believe. Right?
Operator,
I still don't have a real hammer shot, which is one of the mods that I want to get from spies. But we should be a-okay. Let's get this test on. Also, it's worth noting, if you fail this test, you just have to wait till server reset, which is...
Prove your ability with a sidearm. Eliminate all targets.
You'll get it. Ask me on stream, and then I'll be able to tell you the exact time. It's kind of weird to do this in a video that I don't know exactly when I'm going to be releasing this. Anyway...
Again.
Why y'all hide?
Ready yourself.
Go. Don't need to reload this. And there we go. And we're done.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Now I can go test the thing. I've been wanting to test this for a couple of days now. They wait to get a lot of credits very regularly. Not a lot, but like a good chunk. And you also get some other stuff with it. It's just a good time. Okay, so yes, now we are Silver Initiate. I don't think changes this at all. Okay, so with being MR2, we can do some things. First of all, we can go to Maru's bazaar. So we need to go there because I need to test the thing here. So at Maru's bazaar, you can talk with Maru, and she can send you on Ayatan treasure hunts, which are pretty easy, I would say. But whenever I did this last time on my main account, it gave me 30k credits, which is a significant amount of farming I would suddenly not have to do if I do the Ayatan missions, which refresh weekly.
Or did you find? If you're looking
hello,
for
Maru.
Maru's bazaar, you've come to the right place.
Maru. Ayatan treasures.
Running short on endo? No problem. Just bring me your old Ayatan sculptures. They're full of endo, and I'll squeeze out every last ounce of that sweet mod juice. You'll get even more of the sculpture socketed with stars. Just don't expect that pretty ornament back when I'm done. Do I have any leads on hidden Ayatans? Of course. Though retrieving them won't be easy. Or safe, really. But then again, you probably knew that. Shall we?
Hello, Baron. Alright, I'm ready.
That's the spirit. Let's go!
So all that this mission entails is that you get to the vault and you get the relic. There's no penalty for losing. You can retry it as much as you want. And you also get a free Ayatan sculpture, which is worth endo and such, but I personally feel like it's mostly just for decoration in your ship, which is another thing that this is good for. You can turn them into endo, though. Which is, it's fine. It's like a viable thing you can do.
The Ayatan treasure's marked on your map. Time to go to work.
Also, this is a tile set that we will be in later, which is the Arokan Dare. Roads. Nice. Another good reason to come here. Wish it was a neural sensor, though. I really do. Yeah, so these missions are going to be mostly empty. You'll have some infested around that you can just avoid.
There's no doubt in my mind that an Ayatan treasure lies somewhere in this derelict. And yet, I wouldn't set foot in this place for all the Ayatan in the system. You, on the other hand...
I'm crazy. This is a weird assortment of tiles. Give me the same one again. Okay, now we're good. 580 nanospores. Provide water. All right.
Oh, wow. This looks dangerous. For me. I mean, you're gonna be fine.
So,
promise.
this one is much less complicated than it looks. So, yeah. One's very easy. There's all this like shit here, but you can just like glide right past all this shit. Hitting the lasers doesn't do anything, and you can just go right straight through here. Lighting is very useful, and get through the door. There you go.
Don't look now, tin stuff. There's an Iatan nearby.
And we got the rarest Iatan sculpture, so that's good.
That's what we came here for. Your job's done.
Also, I'd rather not set that shit off, so... You can get mods out of these. Some very specific rare mods. That's a Juggernaut.
That was a Juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of Infested. Lay low, and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Okay, so what Lotus just said, you do not want to summon a Juggernaut unless you know exactly what you're doing or you need it for a quest. So, we're not going to summon a Juggernaut. We're not gonna summon a Juggernaut. Oh, these guys. These all Examine? No, I can't do that. Can't summon the Juggernaut. It's very tempting, but no. The Juggernaut will... I can just run from it, but it'll kick my ass. Also, I should be getting those, but I'm not. Alright. Please let me see that amount of credits.
The Juggernaut has moved on.
Okay, that's totally worth it. 12k. Yeah, that makes this super worth it. So this is a mission that you should absolutely do weekly if you're early on. Because as you can see, it's pretty easy, and you'll get better at parkour by doing this. And it's a good amount of credits. So yeah, no reason not to do this. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff on that. Outstanding, even. Yeah, and then, as for what Iatans are, Iatan sculptures right here. This is an Iatan Orta sculpture. You can put these down in your ship and stuff, and you can see it requires an Amber Star, and this slot requires a Cyan Star. This one requires 3 Cyans and 1 Amber. With this one, like, I could, like, plug this into it, which, you know, I fucking might as well. But you can see down here on the right, it has those 4 slots. And then its endo value that you can get from Maru goes up. However, it costs you credits to turn these into endo from their statue form. So, probably just collect them for now, and then maybe once you have an excess of credits, turn them into endo if you don't like how they look. Otherwise, you can use them as ship decorations. So yeah. That seems like a good place as any to end it. We need to... Essentially, I just need to farm out some Eximus to get through Venus. Then we'll be on Mercury. We can get a nice credit bundle from murdering the shit out of Vor once again. And then we can head back and go through the Mercury junction and be on our way to Jupiter. So, yeah.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll be right back.